Welcome to the Voices of Recovery podcast. This is your spiritual principle of the day episode, featuring a recovering addict.
Hi, my name is Eddie D. My clean date is December 17th, 1980. You're listening to the Voices of Recovery podcast. This is the spiritual principle of the day for August 24th. Finding healing in humor. The way we share finding humor in some of the darkest, most frightening things that have happened to us is not always available outside the rooms. Living Clean, Chapter 2, Connection to the World Around Us. In NA, we often get to know each other from the inside out. I knew the biggest hopes and fears of some of the members of my home group before I knew their last names or what kind of job they had, one member shared. We may never know the inner life of non-addicts the way we know each other in NA. And it's a big part of why we're all able to laugh with and poke fun at our fellow NA members. Humor often comes in the form of a surprising or unexpected gap between expectation and reality. In society, there are lots of expectations about how people ought to act around one another, expectations that we addicts disregard completely. The non-addicts in our lives often do not see what's so funny. Sometimes that's the joke. Normal people act one way, we addicts act very differently. When we hear members share their bizarre ideas and actions, we relate and are relieved that we're not alone. Many of us find a deep well of humor in the way denial framed our experience. Sometimes that's the joke. I thought my life was like something out of a big shot gangster film. Money, drugs, and lots of drama. In reality, it was more like a depressing ad for keeping your kids off drugs. The stark contrast between reality and the imagined movie version of our stories might seem pathetic or deranged to outsiders. But we live to tell, and we can knowingly laugh at ourselves today. Humor helps us as we come to terms with the reality of our lives. We see the outrageous gap between our behaviors and what polite society expects. Of course, there are gaps. We're square pegs in a round hole. Or we note the laughable distance between our lives and our fantasies. We share our inner selves in a way we can't anywhere else, often giving our fellow members a good chuckle. We stop taking ourselves so seriously, let our flaws show, and start to grow. It can be very funny, but it's no joke. Spiritual principle. By sharing my insides with other addicts, I can learn to laugh at the insanity of addiction and let go of it little by little.
The Voices of Recovery podcast is an independent production of the Works of Wisdom. We welcome your questions and donations via PayPal at voicesofrecoverypod@gmail.com. This podcast is an independent production and is not affiliated with, associated with, authorized by, endorsed by, or in any way officially connected with Narcotics Anonymous or any of its subsidiaries or affiliates. While NA literature may be read during episodes for the purpose of supporting recovery, such use does not constitute an official endorsement or representation by Narcotics Anonymous. In accordance with NA tradition, the NA name is not to be used to endorse or be affiliated with any outside enterprise, and no such endorsement or affiliation is implied. Music is by Sage. Thanks for listening to the Voices of Recovery podcast.